everybody, welcome back, welcome to another video. So today I have another Instagram sort of tips and tricks hacks. Now my previous video I did a couple of weeks ago went down a treat. You guys seem to really like it. I had a lot of DMs on Instagram and a few comments saying we'd like to see some more styles of this video. So I thought, why not do an Instagram brand or working with brands in general specific video, whether that be your content creator, influencer yourself, and you already work with brands and you just want some more advice, where to find brands, stuff like that. Whether you're just starting out and you're like interested in working with brands, or whether you don't work with them at all and you're just interested in like the insider gossip, then look no further, because I have a very helpful video that I think will be helpful and that you will enjoy. Let's just start off with what to charge. Now I know when I was starting out in the industry I didn't know what to charge when I was like first asked like what is your budget. So I'm going to go into like a little bit of ever so slightly just what you can expect to charge for your content. So I go by the rule of per every 10,000 is £100 per static in-feed post. Now sometimes brands charge a little bit different, sometimes it's more engagement orientated, and sometimes it's they're looking for video content. So if you say have 10k followers, you might want to charge between like 100 and maybe 120 per post, depending on if they're like having a carousel post or just a normal post. And if you are producing a reel, then I say that it's tend to be known that reels are like video content, so it's more expensive because more time and effort goes into creating a video than taking a picture. So I'd up that by maybe like 10 or 20%. If you had 10k followers, maybe charging around 130 to 150 per video, per reel. And I'm going to be completely honest, not every single brand says yes to your fee. So I always say charge a little bit extra, charge maybe 10 or 20 pounds extra than what you would originally charge, because the matter of the fact is they're going to want to bring you down, they're going to want you to bring your fees down. And if the worst they say is no, that's like way out of our budget, then you can come back and say what would be your budget and let's try and make something work. And then you can get a gist and get an idea of how much they're actually wanting to pay you. So if a brand is offering a gifted collab, now obviously that a gifted collab isn't as beneficial to you as clothes and shoes and stuff don't pay the bills. So if you can't push for a paid collab, like there's nothing wrong in them approaching you on gifted and you say, well actually I charge maybe like, I don't know, 80, 180, do you have space in your budget? There's no problem going straight into it and say that you don't accept gifted at the moment, you can only work on a paid basis, just sort of politely that at the moment you're not accepting gifted, and for your deliverables it would be a fixed fee of X amount of money. When to accept gifted collabs? Now I still accept gifted collabs because one, it helps me in terms of creating content and getting regular content, new clothes on my Instagram page, and two, you got a good chance of being reposted by that brand, and obviously if you're reposted you're reaching a different audience, you're reaching a different target market, you're reaching other brands. So gifted collabs are not all the no. For me personally, I only accept a gifted collab if I love the brand, if I love what they're wanting to give me, I love everything about it, and that I'd be happy to show, even if I would purchase it with my own money. I have turned a lot of collabs down that are both paid and gifted purely because they don't fit what I do. I had like, spilling a bit of tea here, I had a brand approach me and it was for like e-cigarettes, and I don't smoke, and they were wanting to pay me £150 to do a post and then give me X amount of money. I think it was like £100 worth of their e-cigarettes and their flavours, and I'm like, £150 is a lot of money for a picture, but why would I post that when that's not like about me and my audience? Are going to be like, no. So definitely in terms of paid and gifted, stick to what you know, stick to what your audience loves, stick to what you love, and don't just do it for the money, because it's in the long run it's not going to be beneficial, is it? Okay, so sticking to the paid, gifted collabs, partnerships, whatever, I'm going to be talking a little bit about doing contracts. Now I've worked with a few brands that on a gifted basis make you sign a contract. I've obviously worked with brands that are paid and they make you sign a contract. Some don't, which is a little bit suspicious, and I think it's always good for a contract to be there for both parties, like you and them. But contracts, definitely read them thoroughly, know when they want the post, when they want it like a draft sent over and when they want it live. Take note of what they're asking for. There is nothing wrong with you creating your own contract, so put the date in, put the business address of the brand, put the deliverables you'll be asking for, if it needs to be sent over by a specific time, if it needs to go live at a specific time and date, put that in. Put your rights to like termination and clauses in the contract if you want to like pull out if they're asking too much. Say if you put a draft and they want you to keep changing it, then you could also put down like a fixed fee of say £50, and then if they don't want to go ahead after your draft post, then it stays at £50, and if they do want to go ahead, then maybe you charge the full amount. Completely up to you, but there's nothing wrong in making your own contracts. Also linking to that is invoices. Now invoices are super important when you're doing paid work. I like to do my invoices on an app, and I think it's just called Invoices, and I'll try and insert the logo here, and it's really good. You can sign it, you can put info like the deliverables, you put your address, their address. Really good. You save it to like your files and then you can email it to them, but most places, if they're a genuine decent brand, will ask for you to send over an invoice for your work, because then it goes to their paid team. And yeah, invoices are super easy to do. You can just do them online, you can do them on the app that I use. They offer like a step-by-step guide. It doesn't have to be super complicated, just straight to the point, making sure you're including all the information that they need, your bank details or PayPal details, stuff like that. Really easy. Keep it straightforward. The next up I'm going to touch on about how to get more brand partnerships, more collabs, stuff like that. So one thing I've written on here is influencer programs. So if you are new and you're just starting out in the industry and you're wanting to sort of get a push out there, then influencer programs are definitely somewhere to look. I have a few like friends online who also do content creating, who run their own influencer programs. The one thing I would say is make sure you do it through a genuine, trusted person and not someone that's just going to do it to take your money, even though most of them, they don't actually charge a lot of money. But make sure you do it with a genuine person that's actually looking to help you, and that your money is giving you a wide variety of things like help and coaching and all the other stuff. A lot of them do offer one-to-one coaching, which is a great start because you can get tips and information from that person who has a successful account, and you can sort of copy them and do your own thing and build your own account. Most of them also offer brand emails, which is also a really good start if you are getting into it and you don't know who to approach, you don't know where to approach. A lot of them also offer drafts of emails to reach out to brands, which is also a good start if you don't know what to say, you don't know how to say it, you don't know how to say, can we work together and can you give me some of the items? But influencer programs are definitely a really good idea and sort of pathway to look down. If you're interested in starting off, they offer you support and coaching, and you meet new people and friendships, and you can help one another. They also offer access to business emails and how to approach those business emails. So yeah, definitely a really good thing to think about if you're starting off. If you're on Instagram, it's always good to drop them a DM. There's nothing wrong with being quite informal about it. Say you're looking to collaborate. Do they have any availability? Are they looking for any new content creators to work with? Simple, one line, look forward to hearing from you in the DM. Really easy. And then you'll either get a yes or no, or they could ignore you. And then if they ignore you, you can always email them. I'll try and like leave a little caption of what I say in my emails. It's just along the lines of that I am a content creator, say that you're from the UK or wherever you're from, say that you're like what your niche is. So I like to say, reach out to them and say that I'm a fashion content creator on Instagram and YouTube, etc. you are interested in working with that brand, you think that your audience will love that brand just as much as you do, put a link to your socials. It's always really important. So put your tags and then leave a link. So mine would be like Instagram at Charlotte Farah, and then I'd leave the link they can click, just because it's easier than saying that your tag is certain whatever and then they have to go and look. It's easier if they can just click a link, go straight to it, have a look at what you could offer, and then you never know, you might get a reply. There's nothing wrong with reaching out and putting yourself out there, because what's the worst that can happen is they either ignore you or they say no. Next up, I've put red flags. So these are going to be things to look out for that are a bit suspicious, a bit dangerous when working with brands, because obviously you're giving out your personal information, you're giving out your address and your bank details if you're being paid, stuff like that. It's always important to know your boundaries and know what to look out for when it's wrong. So the first thing I've put is paying for shipping. Now, if I found that when a brand comments on your picture, DM so-and-so for a collab, that it's a scam. You have to be careful with Instagram. There's a lot of fake like sponsorship, partnerships, ambassadorships that are trying to get your money. Solely, they reach out to you and say that they'd love to work with you, they'd love to collab, and you just have to pay a small shipping fee. Majority of the time, you never see the items you picked and you've paid a shipping fee, and that's the scam. They work on getting people just to pay that small shipping fee and they're sorted, and you'll never hear anything from them ever again. So it's really important to not pay any money. If they're offering you a collab and they're saying you need to pay X amount of money for shipping, or they say we'll offer you 50% off, it's a scam. You're gonna pay the money and never see anything from them ever again. Which leads on to my other red flag, is discount on items that are way too expensive. You've probably seen it before. There's websites that say they want to work with you and they want you to be their ambassador, and sounds all great, and then you click on the website and it's like £100 for a little £15 crop top, and they'll say we'll offer you 80% off. I mean, you know, we weren't born yesterday, we're not stupid. We know that 80% off of the £100 is probably the cost item of that product. Don't pay it, don't fall for it. If they're not offering to pay you, or they're not offering to give it you for free, all expenses paid, then it's not genuine, it's a scam, and it's not an authentic collaboration. Another one is paying to join programs. Now, I'm gonna hold my hands up and say that I've fallen for this. When I was first starting out, a brand approached me and said that we'd love to pay you for your pictures you take for our brand, which is one of a collabs that I've done before, where they just pay you for your content, you don't have to post it. And they said you just have to pay £30 to join our sponsor program, and then every picture we want that you've taken will pay you £100. Now, I paid that £30 thinking this is great, my first paid collab, brilliant. And I didn't see the money ever again. They never sent me the products, and luckily I paid through PayPal, so I got my money back. But the moral of the story is, do not pay for anything that a brand is offering. Don't pay for it, whether it be shipping, items discounted, ambassador programs or sponsored programs. It's just a scam. Another one is, if you're doing like fashion content, you probably will get emails in regards to you modeling. Now, I've had a few of these emails before, and I know a friend on Instagram of mine actually got scammed pretty bad from one of these scammers. They basically reach out and say that they work, I think it was Gym King women, and they wanted me to be a model, and they said that if I sent over my date of birth, my address in full, and then they said that they want pictures of me in my underwear so they can see my body type. It's a scam. Don't fall for it. It's dangerous. If a brand is asking for pictures of you, it's a big red flag, because there's already pictures of you on your socials. Don't send over your date of birth. It's not necessary. You can say how old you are, you can say that I'm over 18, etc., but do not send your date of birth along with your address. That's vital information that you shouldn't be giving out willy-nilly. It's not a good idea to send out all that information, especially if they know where you live, you've given their address, you've given your date of birth. They can basically do identity theft, and because they know all your details now. One of my friends actually went ahead with it, and then they were sending her pictures on Google Maps of her house, and they was ringing her phone number non-stop, and basically that had to be passed over to the police because it is just really dangerous, and you don't want to get into that because yeah, nobody wants that. So just be careful what information you're giving out. Never give out your long number on your card. If a brand is wanting to pay you, they only need the sort code and account number to put money in. To take money out, you need the CVV, the 3-digit code, and the long number on the front. So never give any of that information out because they don't need it. Okay, so another one I've put is mysterious links. Now you probably get these through Instagram DMs. Sometimes I've had a few on email where they say that they want to work with me, and then they'll send me a shady link, and basically that link is, I think it's called it's like malware, I think, malware. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's a malware link that you click on, it downloads stuff to your laptop, whatever you run the software, and it's all downloaded on your laptop, and it steals your personal information. Same as links on Instagram, they're out to get your username and password so they can hijack your account. They can take over your account. Never click on a link and put in your details. Just avoid clicking the link in general so it doesn't download any dangerous software. But yeah, stay away from shady links that they're like, oh, look what I've created for you, and they'll send you a link. Don't click. Okay, so last up on the list, I've put other ways of making money. So this, I've put apps and affiliate links. So the app that I like to use is called Tribe. I will leave the logo here. Basically, you only need over 3,000 followers or 3,000 subscribers, I think. Oh no, because it's the Tribe app is Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then TikTok, and you only need over 3,000 followers to join that account. This is really good because it's only solely paid work, and some of them are big names on there. There's L'Oreal, there's Tresemme, there's Carex. There is so many big name brands, and I've got a paid collab through that before with UK Lash, and everything is legit. It all works out, and it's great because you can communicate as well. There is a messaging section. You can basically, you just click post campaign, you click the post, and you post a draft of something similar or what you'd like to post for that brand, and then you either get accepted or declined, and it goes from there. It's really good because it also offers you a sort of like a ballpark of what you should be charging and what the brand should expect you to be charging as well. So there's no sort of hidden fees, etc. It's a really good app, especially if you're looking to work with different brands. Definitely check out the Tribe app. You can't really go wrong. Then my last one is affiliate links, and I've got a few. I've got Style Link, which I can't remember how many followers you need for that. You've got LTK Creator, which is another affiliate link. I think that's just accepted on per account basis. And the same goes for Metapic. Most of these affiliate links you can obviously post on your Instagram story, and you get like 5p, 10p per click. Most of them also offer brand collabs too, so they run specific campaigns with brands for Metapic or Style Link or whatever users, and you just click apply, and then you'll get the heads up if you've gone through, or you'll get an email saying unfortunately you haven't been picked this time. Definitely a great way to utilize affiliate links by earning a couple of pence per click. And also a really good way to also apply for brand campaigns. Most of them are like ASOS, Misguided, PLT, Boohoo, all big name brands, to get yourself in, get your foot in the door. Why not? The worst that can happen is they say no. That is it for the video. If you enjoyed this style of video and want to see more sort of similar tips, helpful videos, whether it be Instagram or YouTube, definitely hit the thumbs up button, which will let me know if you're interested. Leave a comment down below as well if you're interested in anything specific you want me to talk about, and I can. But yeah, I'm maybe thinking like not making it into a series, but posting every couple of months like my tips and tricks, because I know they are quite popular, and I hopefully want you to find it helpful. Like I really do, because they, like I said, they work for me. I can't see why they wouldn't for anybody else. So yeah, just want to try and be helpful for you guys, and especially if you want to get in this line of work. If you want any extra tips or information, drop me a DM on Instagram. My handle is just @CharlotteFarah, all lowercase. I'll leave the link somewhere in the description. But thank you so much for watching if you've got this far, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.